Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 55, Part 1, the first Part 1 we've done in maybe 2 months. Because of Vox Machina, we were rolling with 50 likes every live stream. The most recent one was the first time we didn't hit it. We missed it by 3 or 4 likes, and we said, let's have a Part 1, even though we could have held out. I was like, we could keep talking. If we talk another 10 or 15 minutes, we'll probably hit 50 likes. And I obviously could just do it if I wanted to, regardless if we had 50 likes. But I thought it'd be nice to get back to normalities just for a week. Have a Part 1, the Patreon Hour exclusive, and a Part 2. We're going to get a solid 20-25 minutes of Part 1 and 2. And obviously the Patreon Hour is always the Patreon Hour. We're going to get a lot of Critical Role this week. Otherwise, we've only been getting, I mean, if you're not on Patreon, you're basically getting talks and one part that is usually very short besides the live stream. So this way we get more content, but it's just, you got to be a little patient and not get immediate gratification, and we jump right in like we do in the live stream. Either way is fine with me. I just thought it'd be nice to jump back to this. So the last we saw, we had the Incubus and the Succubus and the Bugbear. And Umadon, I think the name was. Umadon had some weird things going on. Wasn't by his asking, but regardless, they dove down the well. We were going, battling them somewhat. Tal'dorei got called on possibly metagaming, but, no big deal. I wouldn't have even have noticed if no one said anything, but I see what was said. Matt even pointed it out. I'm happy somebody said something, because when Matt pointed it out, I would have been like, what is Matt Mercer talking about? But either way, no big deal. They flee. Now, Travis immediately goes, seems like a trap. I agree. We go down the well. Jester busts through so we all could fit quite easily. And there is a spiraling tunnel down about 25 feet. And we are now under Asarius. Not led the way. So I wore my not shirt because I'm like, all right, Not was like, let's go after these bastards. People were kind of talking like, should we? I don't blame them for kind of thinking about it and maybe second guessing it, but I say we go after them. It's what we are supposed to do. Not Sam said so themselves. They were like, let's go for them. This is what we're here for. Why would we stop now? We're on their tail. So not stealthily invisible running down the tunnel. This is where we're jumping in. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is in the description of every video. Patreon Hour exclusive every episode of Campaign 2, hundreds of other shows, Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Legend of Korra, Death Note, We Just Started, Torchwood, Farscape, Lex, so many other shows, hundreds of others. Check it out if not. Campaign 2, episode 55, part 1.
What would you like to do?
What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Sam is running. Sam is running. Not as invisible and running ahead.
Not that we would be, right?
I like the beautiful purple knot shirt.
Could you drop some light at the end?
I was going to ask if we want some light.
Tal'dorei already did light.
I don't think that we're trying to be sneaky. So
Maybe not yet.
Tal'dorei already did light the last episode.
Okay, so marching order technically on this.
Yeah.
If you go back and look, Tal'dorei went.
We have nothing.
They already know we're here, so we're gonna have light.
Invisible
We
knot.
forgot we had light, so now we have
Tiny
double
person
light
figure that works
technically.
It looks like
It looks like not.
Double light means we are
We're working
already
our way through the
winners.
tunnel, but it's super, super tight, right?
It's about 10, sometimes pushing up to 15 feet.
Oh, okay.
So you can go maybe 2 to 3 people shoulder to shoulder, comfortably as far as like using your space.
I'm with
You
you.
can squeeze closer. If you need.
Minimum 10
I'll be
feet,
right behind
maximum 15 feet width.
All right, so
That's
forward
Be sneaky.
a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm
room.
with you, man.
I mean, honestly, I'd be claustrophobic as hell being underground, but
You're keeping a good distance.
physically you could fit
Okay.
Little lady like yourself doesn't need much help.
good
She'll
amount
be
of
fine.
people in that
Are you my
area side by side.
Go in front of Yasha.
All right.
clerics together forever.
Clerics together
What could
forever.
possibly go wrong?
What
All
could
right,
possibly go wrong? Exactly, right?
First off, I'd like you to make a stealth check with advantage.
Not is up first.
natural 20?
Natural 20.
Natural, no. Natural 20.
So what
Natural
is the
20.
total of that?
It's a million. It is
31.
It's 31.
Jesus Christ. Okay. You feel pretty confident no
31.
one notices you traversing the interior of these darkened tunnels. The walls themselves
He's
are
made
slick
it
with
a
the
point
moisture of the groundwater.
at the
that
end of the
normally
last one
seeps
and
into
just
the
now
well,
To say a
and
lot
this
of
deep
moisture,
area
lots
the
of
ground
moisture,
within,
something with the
air itself.
incubus and the succubus
Humid
being
and smells kind of metallic to the nose, like similar to
mineral
the aftermath of a cannon
blooded. Why
blast.
they're resistant to
Based on
things,
your
something to that
experience.
effect, from what I remember. Like something with their blood. It
Move
felt
around the
like they
corner,
had
and the
minerals
tunnel
or
kind
something.
of
Bo was saying
continues
something.
after the
can't
slight curvature
remember
to
specific.
arc downward, and then it evens out a bit about 60 feet ahead of you. Most of this seems like it may have one point been some sort of an underground river that has either dried up or was diverted, and so you can see there's mineral buildup on the sides, and the floor itself is pretty smooth, as opposed to the roof area of it, which is a little more rough and like natural gathering stalactites made of various minerals and materials that over time just begin to drip and gather. You find yourself, both rest of you, at some points having to duck down a little bit through some of these. While the tunnel is wide, it's not as high as it is wide, and so at points it gets maybe 5 foot, 4.5 feet, and you're having to crouch and find your way through.
All right, so that I
go
would
ahead, make
freak
a
the
perception
frig
check for
out.
me.
Great at those.
I am not good with tight spaces.
Cool.
When I was a
you
kid, we
continue
had to go
moving
in the
Dave.
dark
Four.
tunnel
Just
at
go
the
ahead and
Liberty
you
Science
can't see
Center.
shit.
Yeah,
Not
it's my
that
one
any of you
weakness.
would know what that is, except for locals. But it was like a touch tunnel where it's
Yourself
pitch
behind,
black.
Are you traveling?
20
And
feet.
somebody
20
blocked
feet, you
me
got
in
it.
from the front,
All right.
and I couldn't
Everyone else
progress
is
forward,
in a
and then
5-foot
someone
line
came
behind forward,
from
or
the back.
more distance between
And
you?
it was, you're literally on your hands and knees in like a box. And
I'll
I
stick with
literally
one
just was
forward.
like,
Cool. So
I will
go
kill
make a perception check for me for
everyone
it.
if you don't move. I just started like crushing
That's,
people. Like get the
natural
frig
one.
out of my way. If you can't find your way,
Okay.
I will crawl
So-
over you.
Great.
As you guys continue,
Amen.
down this path, following Ford, who comfortably is following Not, both of them very certain of their surroundings.
I mean, I trust her implicitly,
Yeah,
right? I mean, she will like just tell us if she sees something.
Totally, she's got a nose for this stuff.
Yeah.
It's dark in here.
So dark, right?
Where are you?
But we did have light. There is
You
light.
have a light on, you know.
Yeah,
that,
there is
right?
light.
There's like,
We have double light.
Okay.
We have double light caduceus.
So
but
this
they're
Caduceus
laughing.
comes around the
They
corner
know.
behind you, like
They
this,
know.
this beacon of bright, cantrip light, torch light, just filtering in the vicinity. Both Not and Ford, you first hear what sounds like this minor kind of chatter. Kind of looking up to the area, what you didn't see at a distance, because it's just hard to see down here, and you're not very focused. One of these, in kind of the archway of this tunnel, you can see there's two creatures that are kind of grappled up and affixed to the wall and like grinding something, like sharpening their claws in the stone, it looks like, while one sits in the ground kind of below, no more than like 2 feet tall each, a little bit about the size of Not. Kind of crouched down, arms and legs folded in. What little bit you can see as the light comes in, kind of a deep gray, almost like a blue-gray tint to their leathery skin, and they turn around and you
are
can see
these?
these like kind of wide,
I'm thinking like
almost
gremlins or
lemur-like
gargoyles
eyes,
or
but
something.
black. These like tiny mouths with the sharp teeth, kind of
Little
and growl in your
gremlins.
direction. And I need everyone to roll initiative because you noticed.
Oh my god, are we getting a battle map right now? Not for nothing. How much damage is two little 2-foot gremlins gonna do?
Boy, we're already in a fight.
I got it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Start
We're
your
already in a
Thursday.
fight.
That's right.
I got to assume that these things aren't that crazy powerful.
Initiative is
down.
balls.
Initiative was balls.
Look at these.
There's got to be more approaching
just
or
a
bigger,
hallway.
badder things because
Actually, the archer would be
I
down.
just can't imagine two little 2-foot
so-
thingies would be that much of a hassle. But whenever I think that something's worse on the horizon, like when we had to fight the dogs, and I thought there was 2, and then there was a 3rd, and then I think there was maybe a 4th and something else, that gets a little different. And we are in a tight space.
You know
Look
what
how
would be cool
tight
is
we
if
are.
we could have like a thing that like dropped in the middle, so like it could be just a little bit lower than us.
You mean the table went down?
Or, like, we
you
could
could just
stand.
stand up a little.
Some of us are lazy, Sam.
So,
Sim, or we could just stand
They've
up a
got
little.
wings.
She wants it where they don't
I
even
just
have to
3
sit
menus,
up.
but they don't have
It would
weights.
be cool, like
enough size
slightly
and coloration,
recessed.
you get it.
Yeah,
Have it
yeah.
higher up and then
It's
slightly
fine.
recessed, like them be higher up a little.
uh,
Then you wouldn't have to sit up. You could just have a high stool. Laura should just get an elevated chair or a higher stool.
25 to 20.
Oh, shit, y'all.
20 to 15.
18.
No, 19.
19, 18, 19. All right,
19.
not bad. Nothing 20 to 25, but we got 3 real close to 20.
15 to 10.
14.
13.
Oh, all right. So
You know,
the
maybe we did
majority
okay.
of the
Maybe I
team.
rushed to judge us.
No, we're fucked.
And I'm sorry.
What is Yasha?
Yeah, Forge 14. What do you?
Caduceus 13.
13.
Tan.
10. What is Yasha?
I'm tan. What Yasha get?
Oh, 6.
Oh,
6.
All right.
Yasha's the worst. Thanks,
Yeah,
Ashley
it's totally
Johnson.
Ashley's fault, it's not mine.
Totally
You got
Ashley's
it.
fault.
So, Jester, you're up first.
So
You just-
6'10" low. That's
you,
not
you
bad
are
at all.
just in the space
6
where you
and
can
10
see
or
them,
lowest.
and you hear the growling.
Definitely on the
and
higher
you just
end of
kind
the
faintly
average.
see at this distance with your dark vision these.
Let's
three
do a quick
figures that
average in
kind
our
of
heads. Ready? 16.
I'm
the
going
far
to
3 figure. I thought it was 2.
There's 2 grappled on the wall.
It's probably
that are
about a
kind of scratching
17
their claws
average,
into the stone,
honestly.
and there's one on the ground that seems to be looking up at what they're doing. And all 3 of them kind of turn around towards you.
I want
going
them.
to
Let's eat their souls.
Sacred Flame, one of them.
Which one?
Sacred
One
flame.
that's closest to me.
All right, the one that's on the floor then would say. What's the DC?
Something's got to be up.
What's the,
I can't imagine we'd waste the time, even
Uh,
though it
that's
is
gonna be a
beautiful.
16.
I love that we're all
16
single
is
file
what's in
walking
the
down an
All
underground
right, so it
tunnel.
succeeds.
On
As
a
you try
battle
to
map.
reveal it, suddenly there's this burst of radiant light, and it dodges out of the way and kind of grabs onto the side of the wall, moving slightly to the side. The flame has no effect, unfortunately. That's your action. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah.
flame
I'm
has
going to scooch up against the wall,
Which one?
Here.
the one closest to me.
All right.
Yeah, like that.
All right. Just scoot into that
Scooch.
corner there. You got it.
Scooch
Yeah, I'm going
in.
to say they're dodgy. Be careful.
Simultaneously, Caleb, as Jester gives this warning,
They're
what are you doing?
dodgy. Be
Can I even
careful.
see the one that is here?
You cannot.
Oh my god, look
you,
at her. She is a gem.
Yes,
it
you
just
can because the
lightens
light
your
that
day.
Caduceus has.
Or
is
brightens
cast
your
light.
day,
You can see the
depending
chamber
on
about 60 foot from Caduceus.
what you prefer.
So,
Light or bright.
so yeah, you can see in
Kind
there.
of the same
So
thing.
do I have eyes on any of
Right now, you do not. You'd have to move in to get closer. And all you know is what Jester told you. And
Okay.
you saw her shoot something in that direction.
I am going to move to the side behind Caduceus there, and I'm going to just hold a firebolt until something becomes visible.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I
you're
like
holding your
that.
action with a firebolt.
Till I see a creature.
You got
Yeah,
it.
I would do
finishes
that
your
just
go.
in case. I
Caleb?
mean,
Oh,
honestly,
you're up.
not even for them.
Do I
Just
see
in
them?
case something bigger or
you
better.
do, because the light that's
comes
being shed
around
by
somewhere we
Caduceus
don't
and
see
the
it.
noise
I
they
like the
made, since you're
hold.
kind of in proximity to that point, or heard Jester say that, you glance over and you have a pretty high perception, so easily you see the 3 creatures kind of
Oh, there is
sort of
3.
a V shape across the interior
I thought
chamber.
we said 2 originally, but there is 3.
They're in a flying V. Okay, I'm gonna run up to the one on the ground.
Mighty Ducks.
To the one on the
flying
ground, I
V.
guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Just the letter. It's always
45.
25 will put you right there. You find yourself boom, hitting something with your hip as you pull by, and not. You get a little knock on the
Oh,
shoulder.
we ran into knot.
But you
Invisible
are
knot.
face to face with the one on the ground in front of you, and you see it's like
I just rear back and go for a full football punt.
go for it.
Oh my god, I love it. She's gonna punt it like a football.
That's a
Natural
natural 19.
19. I love it. Punt it like a
It's
football.
unarmed, right? Okay. Are my feet like my fists can punch ghosts? Can my feet kick?
Your unarmed
demons?
strikes are considered magical as a monk, so
Okay,
your feet
cool.
also can punch and kick things.
All
What
right.
sound does a football
Yeah.
punt make?
Like me making
thump.
the punt or the football making the punt?
Either one.
Yeah, what would it be?
Ah,
God, that's the. What?
Gotta work
it
at
works
your
for both,
exertions.
right?
So how
I
much
guess.
damage?
9.
9 points of damage.
All right, we punted one of the little
Yeah,
creatures.
it's not
I
exertion.
imagine that's the sound she made then.
So, crack! Your foot impacts the creature's chest. It's, it's relatively light, and it kind of feels like you're hitting a sack of potatoes before it suddenly slams into the ceiling and falls back down in place. And it looks extremely hurt.
Extremely hurt from the immediate
You
impact.
still have another.
It's
I
kinda
mean,
like
how
a
much could
gremlins
those
thing. He's really
have?
cute.
20?
Pop.
20 life? Little
Another
gremlin things.
19.
All right, roll damage.
Roll damage, 19.
Gizmo.
We're killing Gizmo. An evil Gizmo.
As it gets, you just smack it down,
That might kill it.
and it just
Dead.
That's so sad.
Dead.
collapsed to the ground.
Oh my god, he did a little Gizmo sound. Howie Mandel. There is a new Gizmo show. I just bought a Gizmo shirt.
That finishes.
Because soon-
creatures go.
Very soon is a
You still have your
new
bonus action. and you have 10
animated
feet more movement.
R-rated Gremlins cartoon. Animated
Are
show
these
on
guys even in my
HBO, I believe.
reach?
They're not.
I
You
got a
have to
shirt
move
for
up
it.
to them.
I just got it with the
Can I hit
Caduceus
them with a
shirt.
staff though if I get near them?
The staffs don't have reach, so it would be the same as just going up to them. but I think you have enough movement because you're a monk and you're crazy fast.
I'll kind of
All
move
right, so
forward
these
and then
things are
do patient
very
defense.
easy to kill.
Move forward
Maybe
5
it's
more
one
feet.
of those things where we have to take them out
Yeah, I'll
quick,
just get in front of that.
or they're going to
Like,
alert
kinda
more.
Hug the wall a little.
Hug the wall a bit on this
Maybe
side.
if we
Yeah,
kill
I
all
wanna be out of
three
other
very
people's way.
quickly, we're
Yeah.
all good.
Patient defense.
Patient defense. So you go into your dodge stance, preparing for any sort of assault from head on. That finishes
All right.
your go. Now it's their turn.
Their turn, what happens?
The two
I'm
creatures on the
curious
sides
to see.
Looking about. Let's see. One of
What
them
if they go like, gaga,
is going to look
gaga,
down at you as you go into
and
patient
they
defense.
alert 500?
And just growl at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
No.
No.
Wisdom
Wisdom
saving.
save? Do we still have the
It is
thing?
probably also
not
very
really-
angry.
yeah, not
Though
twice
just
he goes.
murdered their friend.
Does this count?
I mean, for good reason.
Counts if it fell, it counts.
But it
it's
would
on the
still
left
be
side.
angry.
Your whole thing is lost.
If it was good, you would have said it
Your
counted.
whole thing is
All right, so
lopsided.
not you, but the whole party would have.
5.
5. For some reason,
She tries to get
like,
out of the
guilt
band roll.
of
Look at her.
killing one of these
She
creatures
mischief-
and this thing just like
looked. I couldn't
screeching
almost say
at
the
you.
word.
I know.
The combination of guilt and the visage of this terrible little demon creature scares the shit out of you, and you are frightened.
You are frightened. What is that? I don't think I've ever heard frightened.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
one of their
Is it
favorite
actually
taught me
called frightened? I don't recall if I've ever seen frightened before
All
as a
right.
ring.
And then it's going to go ahead and leap down from the ground and scurry past and kind of disappear from sight and that around the corner.
So it ran away. I think it's getting
There's another sight of you not
reinforcements.
as well. You're not quite sure where it
That's
is.
my
The other
fear.
one,
My
in
fear
space of
was
where it is.
they run for reinforcements. Otherwise, they're not much of a threat. I mean, I don't know
It's
what
gonna
frightened
go ahead
is.
and leap down and assault you, while the other one scurries around the way. As you're frightened, it kind of leaps down to strike at you, angry that you took out its friend.
No.
Disadvantage?
No.
Frightened's got to be disadvantage.
It's gonna make its claw attack against you.
Right, the cute little gremlin guy.
Would you say that Caleb can see it
My
now?
patient is my patient defense still thing.
Yes, it is. You're
Oh
still, you're
yeah.
just like
Are you? Caleb's like, can I see it at this
You're
point? Because it
frighteningly
did jump
dodging
down.
All right. That's
Because Caleb's
19
holding a
hits.
fireball.
Rolled it twice in a row. 19 to hit. Does that hit?
No. Armor class of 20.
Armor class
look at
20
that.
with the bracers.
Looking at it.
So you're like slapping it away, scared.
Sorry.
No.
Bo's got the highest armor class and very much comes in handy. We're always like off by a point or two to our advantage. Most of the
Knife
time.
dropped into Caleb's sight. I can kind of see his
It
straight
does,
line,
yes.
so
Yeah,
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Caleb's holding
18
fireball.
to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
This could take it out right now, depending on the damage. It hit. What is the damage? We already know 16 killed it. It could be less, but 16
7 points
killed
of
it.
damage.
7 points of damage. Oh,
Not enough. We know it's minimum
is it-
9 because the
the
first strike
flame
was
hits
9.
it, but it seems to
I think
not
the first
quite
strike on the
burn
last one
and
was
char as
9.
much as you were hoping.
And then the next was 7, so 16
as,
killed
as
it.
it's releasing hits,
So
it,
it's minimum
it looks
9,
towards you and kind of
maximum 16.
skitters and is going to attempt to flee out of the range. Bo, you do get an attack
Oh, I can still attack it.
if you want to. Yeah.
Okay. Frightened just means I can't get closer,
Disadvantage?
right?
You can't closer, and you have disadvantage,
Disadvantage.
if the creature is within sight and source of your fright, but it has moved out of the way.
Oh.
So it's just a regular strike.
All right, so no disadvantage
Sentinel
because it's not in
bitches.
sight.
That hits with a 22.
This will
22
probably
hits,
take it
yeah.
out.
Or 20 down did hit.
Yeah, so roll
We
damage.
need a maximum 9 points. Max.
11.
Oh,
and
dead.
he is not moving.
Oh, he's definitely not moving.
He's
because
dead.
You
Yes. 9
just splat him on the
was
ground.
dead.
Oh, I did it again!
So Bo is now splatted to
Gerbil killer.
baby gremlins. Little
last of
gizmos.
their
I love it though. One ran away,
So
and
there's
I'm
now
afraid
2
of
of
what
their
that one is
corpses,
doing. That one definitely alerted something.
Lifelessly there, akimbo in the center of the smooth stone floor of the chamber. That finishes their go. Ford, you're up.
Was it
I'm
Guns
I'm
Akimbo?
gonna dash double
The
for
Harry
a whopping
Potter-
speed of 60 feet.
Was it Daniel
Make it down
Radcliffe?
the hallway, turn
People
the
were talking about
outdoors.
that at the arcade the other day,
If you turn
saying
around
you
the corner,
gotta
you
check
see the
out
other
Guns
creature
Akimbo.
Is
I
right
saw
about
like
here and is running the other direction.
clips of it, and it looks
But, like,
ridiculous.
10 more feet there. If you want, you can get right there. You can't quite get in
I
melee
think it's
with it,
Guns
but you're
Akimbo. It's something
10 feet behind
Akimbo.
it.
That's my turn.
All right,
That's my
finishes
turn.
your go. Finishing Ford's turn. Caduceus, you're up.
See
I'm
what
going
Caduceus
to
does.
move 30 feet ahead.
All right.
And can I see anything?
30 feet
Right
ahead.
there. You see Ford around the corner. That's all you can see from your current place, unfortunately.
All right. Yeah, that's not
He's a
bonus action, is
running. He's a running.
Ford's
I'm,
yelling, he's
going
running.
to I'm actually.
I
just
think
going
if it
to
gets
use my
beyond that
bonus action
spot,
to get a
we're
little, just underneath
going
the
to
little
lose
stone thing.
our ability
I'm gonna
for
move it I'm
a
gonna
sneak
use
attack.
My
Action
action.
dash.
Yeah.
To move up underneath here.
Yeah, I want to get a little further up.
Okay, you move a little further up, and you now have eye contact.
I now have eye contact.
All right.
But I don't have any good bonus
your
action.
bonus action, yeah.
There's no good. I don't think I have anything but bonus action.
So Caduceus is in
Alright,
eyesight.
Then, following up from Caduceus, we have not.
Not. What's up?
I will still invisible run ahead,
Not as invisible.
rejoining.
Pretty quick. Running up's got the gun.
35 gets you
We have
in the
we
melee.
have ranged weapons if needed.
I will continue running past the creature.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30.
What's in this room?
The creature does hear you, like, rush past, because you're not trying to move stealthily.
This is tricky,
It just kind of
not-
lashes out. It has disadvantage on the attack. It's probably not going to do anything. Natural 20, but it has disadvantage. 4. Yeah, no.
4
so yeah,
on
just
a
kinda
natural 20 because of
Kind of just
disadvantage.
scratches
My
out in the
God.
space where I think you might be, but you're already
Natural
10 feet
20
ahead,
and
no issue.
disadvantage. Oh my God. What timing?
So you have darted past.
What does he say?
What is up
Yeah,
there?
what do you
More
say?
Hallway?
The hallway continues on from what you can immediately see before curving to the right a bit, about 30 feet ahead of you.
All right, guys, we're going to stop there. I didn't realize we went a little over. So the second part might be a little less, probably a minute or two less. We're going to do the Patreon hour exclusive. What an awesome way to start the episode. I honestly didn't expect a whole lot right off the bat. Sam even said, we're already in a battle. We were in 5 minutes and we're already engaged in battle. I don't know how dangerous it could get. I like how Not ran past it. I wasn't quite sure why. Had that worked out differently and Sam rolled a natural 20, it would have probably thrown a bit of a wrench into the thing. I don't know how much problem we would have had, though. I feel like even if this thing rolled endless natural 20s, we killed them pretty easily. Bo, even frightened, smashed 2 of them with ease out of the 3. The third one is already, like, we know what we're dealing with. So my only fear was, see the way, well, you guys can't see, but it's like 5 feet, 10 feet from getting past where the battle map goes. I thought as soon as you cross there, there's like 100 of them and it's going to be like caca, caca, and alert them and we're going to have to fight 100 of them. That's the only fear when you're dealing with small things like that. They tend to attack in groups and be around a lot of others. Maybe they separate for a brief time, but I don't know what to expect. And the fact that there is a battle map, I can't imagine Matt would have that all ready and waiting just for these little gremlins, even though I dig them. I dig the little gremlins. Let's jump into the Patreon hour. I'm very curious to see where we go from here. And then we get to part 2 before the live stream. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel. In the description of every video is a link to Patreon. You got the Patreon hour exclusive of every episode of Campaign 2, Vox Machina, Season 1 and 2, Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Legend of Korra, Death Note, hundreds of other shows and movies. Go check the link below. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.